Hello, today I'll be going through English Language, Paper 2, Question 5, GCSE. The learning objectives today is how to learn how to appropriately approach Question 5 and improve exam technique. Understand the technique to convincingly demonstrate your answer and reach higher band. Now here's the specification of GCSE English Language. So paper 1 is normally fiction and paper 2 is normally non-fiction, and it's just like the same format and layout. The first questions is split into two parts, reading and writing. So you have a source giving you which will be non-fiction, and you have a short form question, 2 longer, so your 8 markers language, your 12 markers normally like structure, and then you have your 16 marker, and then you have your 40 marker about writing your own extended writing question. Here you normally agree or disagree, and here you normally talk about the source. So the best way to revise GCSE English Language is essay plans. Now I used June 2019, but I also got other years here, and it's always important to explode and annotate and highlight the key words of the question, so your essay is exactly adhering to what the question is about. So your answer includes all the key points. So breaking it down like this will really help you. I'll read out the question. It is the people who have extraordinary skill, courage, determination, who deserve to be famous, not those who have good looks or lots of money or behave badly. Write a letter to the editor of a newspaper in which you argue your point of view in this response to this statement. And so you've got 24 marks for content and organisation, and 16 marks for technical accuracy. So basically you have 16 marks for your language and then 24 marks of how you kind of do your structure and organise it. You're advised to plan your question 5 before you start to write. So again, it's 1 hour and 45 minutes, and so you can spend that 45 minutes on this question. Give you 10 minutes to plan, because the more you plan, the faster you'll be able to write the whole question. So if we look at this question, so it's saying that people that have extraordinary, so it's split in, it's normally these types of questions have two sides of a coin. So if you look at June 2022 and June 2018, you can see that there's both flips to the coins, and so it says that people that should have fame should have ordinary, extraordinary skills, courage, and determination. People that shouldn't have fame are the people that just have good looks, just have lots of money, and behave badly. So we kind of organise the characteristics so we know what these people are, what's their point of view. Do we agree? Do we disagree? Now, the central topic here is fame, and this is really important to highlight. And it can help us when we're writing our own and creating writing piece, as we can relate it to things we know, and the more writing about things we know can make it so much easier. So this is about extraordinary skill, courage, and fame is the central topic to this question. So here I've just put out people, so it can be politics, it can be media, it can be YouTube, it can be news with the royal family. So there's lots of different types of fames and many types of different aspects. So it's always important to discuss the wider picture and perspective. And here we'll look at how this affects the economical, societal, environmental, global, and political aspects, and how fame is related to each of these, and how this question is within each. So if you look at this, we can see that economically, more income to people that already have money, that are rich, well, that can lead to nepotism and capitalism. And with fame can come like brands, so relating it to Love Island, things that you'll see in more of the UK or worldwide. That people that have fame, that because they have good looks and have lots of money, that can lead to more dispersion, more gaps within the kind of more separation between the social class. Societal, badly behaved celebrities can be idolised, and challenging behaviours in young children and can lead to aggressive behaviour. And these are just, like Andrew Tate, someone that's been recently in the news and people have been discussing that may have an impact on many young people's kind of mindset. And again, the unrealistic beauty standards that's set by cosmetic surgery. So again, having good looks. And then the environmental kind of aspect, so making the more people like Greta Thunberg and David Attenborough famous can lead to more recognitions of actual issues that are going around the world, and to nature and global warming, things that we need to improve. And then globally, we can look at athletes around the world, not just in the UK, but as we have looked here around the world, and we see that, Cristiano Ronaldo, he does a lot of philanthropy work in Spain. So, people that have extraordinary skill, like him playing football, they should be able to be famous, and the extra work is kind of like the icing on the cake. And politically, wrong people with fame can get into positions of power and have great influence and impact on businesses. Um, Again, so capitalism, and also we can look at underfunded NHS healthcare workers have extraordinary skills, courage, and determination, but they don't get the recognition, and that money doesn't go there. So be strongly for and against. So for this can be an example. So NHS workers deserve more recognition and pay than other professionals such as actors and footballers. This will lead to less capitalism, and it will promote good values of commitment, courage, determination, and have a positive impact on society. However, against for this question is that some audiences would prefer to see regular, relatable people in the spotlight for entertainment, like Gemma Collins. She's just a normal person with everyday problems, and she's, someone that's relatable and someone that many people can, you know, have enjoy, and cannot control fame or limit fame. Media audiences will have their own preferences and free will, and this can refer to the controlling government of North Korea. You can go really extreme with this question, and you can also look at previous historic events where the government had tried to control media, Germany World War, and link it to other aspects of what you learn in GCSE, such as in spectacles. Now, you can easily, if you are strongly, you gotta be one side or the other. However, it's always important to address the other side to the argument if you're agreeing or disagreeing. So counter argument, and bathos is a sudden change, and is a technique that you can employ in your answer. So it's a sudden change in speech or writing from a serious or important subject to a ridiculous and very ordinary one. For example, if you're for with unrealistic beauty standards set by cosmetic surgery, against is that um, unrealistic people in fame with extraordinary skills. You can say that, well, if you want to, that if people with extraordinary skills are in within get fame, well, that can lead to comparing yourself to unrealistic people, that these are not the day-to-day people. um Again, looking at the mode of what you're doing, so if it's a letter, an article, or speech. So here it's in this case the question is asking to write a letter, and you also have to address your audience. So it could be to the editor of a newspaper, and your purpose is to argue for or against of the article that an editor has made. And NHS, it could be titled "NHS workers are the real saviours of the world. Celebrities take the Met Gala and storm," and just talking about it. And so this is the mark scheme of how to get to higher band. So you obviously need communication is convincing and compelling. Tone, style, and register are assuredly matched to purpose and audience. Extensive and ambitious vocabulary with sustained crafting of linguistic devices. and that's what you need for your 24 marks, but then this is 16 marks. Varied inventive use of structural devices. Writing is compelling, incorporating a range of convincing and complex ideas. Fluently linked paragraphs with seamlessly integrated discourse markers. So these are all important techniques that you can use. So discourse markers such as furthermore, moreover, consequently, additionally, in conclusion can really uplift your question answer. And in the audience, imagine who's reading it, addressed to the government, a catchy title or article. Anecdotes, so having a personal story can really help. Ruler free can make it really important, and an aphorist, alliteration, facts, opinions, rhetorical questions, emotive language, statistics, and ruler free can be really important, and using complicated